Hello and welcome. My name is Ira. Today I'm presenting a new concept book to you, like the book that I've been thinking about for about a couple of months. And this book represents a lot of concepts inside, ideas, feelings, emotions, and experiences as well. So this one is called Deep Magic Woods, and I'm blown away, totally blown away by the concept of green magic and of different plant-related practices, medicinal and I would say, if not spiritual, maybe kind of meditative. So the book is totally inspired by my walks in the forests, in the woods, and my experience of trees, different types of trees. And so the idea I wanted to give here and to embody, let's say here, is of deep green, mossy, fluffy woods with a lot of green and dark green and olive, and with a lot of moss and a lot of wisdom inside, full of energy, full of life, full of sounds, and full of scents, whatever. So let me tell you about the main principle, the construction of the book. This is a soft cover journal, soft book. So the cover, this is a closure. The tassels, I guess it's like let's start with the simplest part. So these are the tassels made of many different ribbons and strings and so on, and it's fixed here with just a pin, so you can undo it and take them away if you don't need it. So I decided not to seal them, not to sew them in, because not everybody likes this type of decoration, so you can take them away and use for whatever. So the closure is on Velcro, and first of all, this is a self-adhesive one, but I also added some stitches. Just I'm crazy about securing everything, and so I hope it will last. And the decoration here is an old brooch, that my husband actually found near the lake, and so forest lake and something like that, near the forest lake, and I just fixed it here, but I decided not to use it as a closure for this belt, because the closure is like, the pin inside is kind of tricky to close and open. I hope that it will keep secure here. So it's just used as a decoration, but you can also undo it, take it away, and just use it as is. So that's it. That's just the one. Everything, and yes, everything is done as roughly as I love, and as like absolutely not neat as possible, because this is all about natural things. So the cover. So this is the soft cover. You can see it like this, and it's made of many layers of fabric. And the technology is pretty widespread. Main layers, many fabrics, many pieces here I dyed myself to get this color. This cheesecloth, this lace piece, and some more pieces here. I will tell you how I dyed this, how I got this color at the end of the video, after the flip through, only for those who are interested in that. So that's a soft cover. There is no cardstock or paper inside, only many layers of fabric, and a lot of holes where you can see the textures of different, like lichens, something like that, and some different fabric coming through. This is cheesecloth that is colored with dyed the same way that I told you about, mentioned at the beginning. And then I also used here and there some specific texture paste. You know, those who follow me, who've been following me for a long time, you know that I have a specific set to create of pastes to create moss effect. So these were exactly what I used here, and even a piece of bark is hiding in one of the holes. This is my own hand embroidery. So I embroidered this fern because fern is one of the, for me, is one of the symbols of the forest. Like it's a raised stitching. I wouldn't call it stump work or whatever because it's not that fat, but still it's very 3D. It's very dimensional, and I used a mixture of different strings. Come on. You can see some different colors here, and then that's it. Let me open the first. So this is how it opens, unfolds. Everything, as you know, I even didn't cut all of the excesses here because it's just what I need from this journal to be as messy as possible. So that's the title, label, the tag. So there are 3 pockets here. The bigger one with some calendar pages and devoted to botanical theme, and a small envelope where you can place some small findings you get in the woods if you ever go there. Some die cut leaf matching the color, and a nice sad kind of a card, opening card, and a small patch here. Piece here is like oh, these are the pieces from the punch. Just they look so natural here. Okay, everything that is messy will look natural here. And some more tag, they go here because here is one more pocket. This is like this, this goes like that, and like this. As you can see, this is better. Okay, I used some slow stitching here and some collaging techniques and so on. So there are 2 signatures here. It's fat. The signatures are also made on the base of my handmade dyed pages fabric, and it was like a long process, and I will tell you a bit later about that. So here is a front collage. So I mean, this is a fabric journal mostly with some paper pages inside, but the base is made of fabric. So the first signature and the second signature, they are covered with this handmade dyed fabrics, and I have here different layers to make a pocket. Also different layers of cotton, cheesecloth, and some other fabric, some fussy cut, die cut images, and a pocket here. And in the pocket you can see one of the plants that also has some magic uses. So on that first page of the first signature, it's like a cover. It's kind of a pocket inside. It has 2 holes, and it can be, you can use a ribbon to tie them, and a lot of things to insert. All of these, they refer somehow to the topic of the woods. So this is apple tree, which is supposed to have some magic powers. Witch tree. Also, I wrote some notes about what they mean, these trees mean in our Slavonic tradition. So, and maybe in Western tradition they mean different things. So this is the next side of the page, and Here you can see another tiny book, and it's a flip actually. It's a multi-flip. Oh, come on. Ira, it's okay. Okay, it opens up like this. And you can see first of all this belly band, and this is also some tree picture. And this tiny card goes here. And here you can see a tiny booklet or a tiny book. Okay, it's it used to be some kind of a library record book, but now I transformed it into this piece of notebook. You can see some cards, and this is a picture from book on medicinal plants, and another pocket here with some goodies inside. And as you can see, this one is better. You can see better. It has some stenciled images of fern leaves. These leaves these are natural dried leaves of fern, and I use them as stencils. And I used them on top of already dyed fabric, and used some sprays just to get the color. This one is just kind of a divider, some kind of a, page insert that you can actually, this cheesecloth is a piece that you can use here all around the journal to decorate something and so on. And this picture, believe it or not, but my daughter, when I if you remember, she has some kind of art education, and she tried herself in selling some tags or creating some tags for me for my journal a couple of years ago. Now she decided to try it again, just to get some kind of inspiration. And so the first picture, and I told her, draw something, whatever, just whatever. And so she picked the tree. And when you see the kind of tree she picked, it's the most magical tree you can ever think of. So it's strange, and this choice was not anyhow, it wasn't provoked by me. It was like her choice. So kind of vibes it goes around. And there will be a lot of coffee stained and tea stained pages with imprints of plants. These are natural fresh plants, green plants that I just pressed in my die cutting machine. But sometimes you can see a lot of juices around. I do think that they will probably change the color with time, but I hope as long as they are inside your book and you don't cover it with any liquid or any chemical, it will stay like this forever. This is the first time I have tried this type of method, so I'm not sure how long it will last. This is my traditional self-made glassine made of a napkin, and some plant that is hiding inside, and another type of keeping and sealing pressing plants that I use is with some plastic self-adhesive, and all of this can be found in the forest. These are the pages and so on. And another one, this is lupine, and even there are some pieces of the plant I didn't manage to peel off, so the texture is very very textured, I would say. And I would say the core, the hidden magic of this book is I wrote, these are, as you probably remember, some of you might remember that these are the pages from an old 1960 something photo album. I use them in my journals often. They can hold pictures, they can hold cards. The cards here are mostly rare previous century cards. And I used some, again, moss imitation paste here, and I wrote some words under each of these cards about most probably widespread and most popular trees, and they are like, you know, not magic uses, but energetic applications. I didn't try, no spells, nothing like that, no witchcraft, but just different concepts, legends, not legends, but beliefs that trees have energy, they give energy, or take energy, or help in something. And I took again our Slavonic tradition, the tradition of Eastern Europe, and it's interesting to compare how much it's different from yours. And I'm not going to open all of them, and just the principle is just the same everywhere. Pictures don't always match the tree described inside, because I didn't always have the matching picture. So this one is again the new technology pressed plant, some designer scrapbooking paper, and coffee dyed and stuff, again and again and again. As you can see, these are beautiful. These are sets of cards, different sets of cards I keep collecting, and they match the style pretty well. So this is another piece of good quality scrapbooking paper. It's very heavyweight, can be used for drawing, can be used for using your paints, or even gluing the plants if you need. And the second side with this magic tree. There's a little collage with some embroidery and different textures and fabric, and there's an envelope I made, also made of designer paper, and this amazing piece, actually that is a protagonist of the main image on the cover, and I guess it matches this page, this pocket, the page or the paper of this pocket, this envelope very well. Okay, let's close it this way. This is an old rusty paper clip and some paper that can be used as a tag or as a notepad, just whatever. Yes, this one is also about, I did my best. This one is also kind of a pocket. You can open it and get a set of stuff, get a piece of stuff. Like this one is a page on the forest from an old magazine, which is like young nature lover from 1980s of the previous century. Some color matching and topic matching pieces, pictures from Botanical, old Botanical Russian books. Also can be used for anything, just to investigate something interesting about them, just to enjoy the visual effects of all these combinations and so on. So this is the end of the first signature, and another textile patch collage here can be used as a pocket, and another pocket here, and you can see the imprints, the images, traces of this technique that I used and discussed with you a bit earlier. And also some matching things here. This is one tiny middle insert, which is actually a mini book that I recycled. It was torn and I recycled it into a notepad that you can use for your notes. Also, some pages can be used for writing, and I glued some forest related plants here, and here is a tag. It's a plastic one, it's die cut and then sealed and pressed and whatnot. And some more pieces. Nice, really nice. Okay, tiny, small. This one is the second signature. So this journal is not so much for consists of pages as much as it consists of pockets. And the pockets can hold everything you want, notes, whatever, as many as you want as well. This is not a pocket. This is also this one just a pocket, but I sealed it because it keeps the pressed plant inside. I just wanted it to be secure. And some collage inside. And that's it. And you also can put something here. And let's see what we have inside. I just don't remember myself. And yes, again, you can see some ferns, yeah, the fern images. And inside we have some more tags matching the mood of the trees, the magic trees of the forests. And here are the trees that I was talking about. I was writing about in this journal. It's oak tree and some kind of nut, which is actually not very common for my climate zone. And let me tie it back. Sorry if it takes a little bit too long. You can always, you know, scroll forward, speed up, and so on. And here is another pocket, a very nice piece of fabric. I just love it, from some old bulk purchases. Another traced piece of paper, like also with different sprays and a natural pressed plant as a pattern, as a stencil, a tag, and another let's say a tag or whatever. These are the marigold imprints. You see, they look like very nice. They give very nice color, very natural. These are the imprints of some stamps of the leaves. I actually tried to press the leaves, but they were a little bit too dry, and the stamps just turned out well. And they pretty much well match the color of this plant, of this pinkweed. Also pretty common for forests and places like this. And another plant inside. Picture of the birds and another imprinted plant. Some nice pictures, some nice cards. Again, remember there is something hiding beneath, and one of them is supposed to be about a birch tree for sure. Okay, this is another piece of designer scrapbooking paper, very heavyweight and very nice. I like it, and it holds the grasses inside with handmade things like this. And another pressed thing, you know, it's almost torn, but not yet, it's creased, and you can see some steel. I just didn't know, there was something like, it was like something yummy. It was a leaf, and this leaf turned out that much. And by the way, these are, as far as I remember, juniper branches, twigs. Okay, and some more fabric collage, and another page, and a page. And this is the back side of the paper. Again, some more scrapbooking paper. And that's the end of the second signature. Also, you can see the imprints here. These amazing leaves, a kind of semi-fabric or something. And let's see what we have inside this pocket. This pocket aligned with just office paper, because to give them a little bit of more stiff texture. And this is one more picture, one more postcard of the forest and magic periods, and some more pages from the book on different different trees. This time it's about birch trees of different sorts. And I guess, isn't it hazelnut? Okay. Yes, exactly. It's hazelnut tree. Okay. Let's put it here. Hazelnut is also believed to be. I wonder if there are any trees here that people didn't believe have some energy. I don't know. And there is one more page, like the back side. This is also a flip, kind of a flip, and it opens up, and you can see a tiny envelope here with some. Actually, I'm not going to take them out. There are some words written in something, and another tiny pocket with small tags. Let's close it here. It's not a pocket, it's just like that. It's sewn to the cover. So let's see this one. This is let me tell you. So this is another patch, and this is just some stuff. This is my handmade paper. It's made with this fluffy, I'm sorry, I have completely forgotten the name of this tree, but you can ask me actually if you really don't, or you can remind me in the comments. So this is the tree that when it blossoms, after it gives a lot of fluffy stuff, that it's usually in July, probably, yes, and then it's highly allergic, but at the same time it's believed to be bringing wealth to the owner. So I'm giving you this wealth as well. And a picture from a book of the biggest natural conservatory here, which is Беловежская пуща. No, Березинский заповедник. No, it's kind of natural conservatory or something like that. And you can see the map of it and some images. This is also just forest, pure, clean forest. Some more tags and a pocket and everything like this that you can alter, change, and add whatever you want to add. So to close it, it's just, you can do it like this, and then wrap it with this closure. Now some words about making the color. So it was pretty, I would say, let's see, something is wrong with the, that's it, sorry. I don't know what's wrong, but it went off. So, the color. Yeah, before I talk about the color. So the journal will go to my Lavki shop, which is cheaper. As usual, I must remind that it has PayPal is the main payment method, and you don't have to do anything extra. This shop is just less expensive for me, and it's less expensive for everyone, so the price there will be lower. And Etsy as well, for those who feel more comfortable with Etsy. And the links will be below in the description box. As for the cover and as for the color, finally, so this color was created with the help of different, actually it's a multi-technique I would say, multi-step. I used, first of all, I took, this used to be a completely white cheesecloth and completely white fabric, all of them. So I used and for these pieces as well, so I used first some any actually, you can take any fabric dyes that you have. I didn't follow the technological instructions, so I didn't boil. No boiling, nothing. Like, I don't have so much time, I'm sorry, and so much space, and so I just dabbed it into different shades, different shades of colors. These were not only green, but also there was some black, there was some yellow, red, and even some kind of bluish. I just covered them with splashes of different fabric dyes. Then when it dried completely, I saw that the color was, you can guess, very indistinct. So I decided that this color was not enough. And then I took just different shades of green and different shades of brown and different shades of blue and black. I took, and yellow as well, acrylic paints, plain acrylic paints. And then I added a little bit, like I took some bowl and I added some paint there, and I started adding some water and stirring everything unless I got the color. It was pretty close to what I wanted. And then I added more water and more colors, and actually I just dabbed it in that, and I soaked it in this water. Then I pressed it, like not with the iron, just squeezed it, and left, first of all, left to dry, without any ironing, without unfolding it, like as it was, creased as it was. Then I just tried to unfold it, put it on the heater. You must be ready. Everything will be dirty with green if you don't cover all the surfaces, because acrylic paint is very catchy, I would say, unless it's completely dry. So, and then when it's dry, you should be also ready, but the texture of the fabric will be a bit rough and tough, and for some projects it's just what you need. So that's it. If you have any questions on the technology, I will tell you. As for the technology of making this type of cover, it's like, I think it can be easily seen from the pictures in the video, so I don't have to waste your time and explain it one more time again. So thank you so much for watching. I haven't done a voiceover for quite a long time, so I'm sorry if I have messed something up or whatever. And have a very good autumn. Take care and stay safe. And I hope that, and let the green magic be with you. See you and bye.